You all thought I was crazy. You all said there's no such thing as attack angel. How does 50,000 damage sound to you, buddy? Angel is my new primary DPS. You might be asking, what does Angel have that makes her a DPS? I'll tell you what she has. Heart. And there's nothing more important than heart when it comes to being a good DPS in this game. Now, you might want some skills that deal damage as well. And you know what? She's got one, baby. She has one, which is all you need. If you are an insane person and at rank 1, instead of taking the AoE heal, you take Sanction like I originally did, then congratulations, you now have an attack damage built angel. As you could look up here, there are no other skills. Yes, I used one here. Don't look at that. Also, maybe I originally wanted her to be a high. It doesn't matter, okay? Yes, we have it. So what are we running? We are running, of course, Merciful Strike, the most prestigious of all DPS. We are running Protection of Light, very prestigious DPS. All right, joking aside, now what are we actually running? We are running the Protected. She gains 15% bonus attack and 30% bonus defense while not affected by any debuffs and affected by at least 3 buffs. I think the Protected is terrible because I feel like, okay, maybe it's not. I don't think mutators count as debuffs. In my mind, I was thinking they are, but if they don't count as if mutations don't count as debuffs on characters, then this is pretty good. But this is a way to get 50% bonus attack, and she is an all gas, no ass kind of character. So, Sanction, what does this do? 2 energy, no cooldown, 1 to 2 range, 150% damage. After attacking, dispels 2 buffs on the target. Honestly, joking aside, this is a pretty solid poke ability. If this was on a other character, like as their starting skill, and you did this while your big skill was on cooldown, I think this is a very solid skill. This does more damage than Simona's normal poke. Her poke does 130%, but it also like slows them, right? But this is actually getting rid of buffs and stuff. This is a good skill, honestly. I like Sanction. And then finally, we're running Flagellant. And this does not increase her damage. However, once she takes 1 point of damage, she will get her energy regeneration. So she will be able to use Sanction every single turn. What are we using for gear? Focus Wand, I think, has potential to be the highest damage here. But it increases the range as well. I'm actually going to switch to, let's see, take a look. We're at 2757. If I switch here, 2747. So this looks like it's a little bit lower. However, it's not including once combat starts, you get a bunch. So I actually think this will be more. We're going to try this. However, Focus Wand does extra magic attack by 6% when you launch a single target, but 6% of 5,800 is a lot higher than 6% of 27. Although we get the stat pretty high. I'm not sure. We'll take a look here. I am running the Shield of Justice, as you know. It's actually built for her because it's built for Simona, and so here we are. It gives you an extra 6% attack and defense, and while unharmed, I have the engraving to give her more attack and defense. I am running the Emperor. Dealing damage is increased by 25% when attacking healthy enemies, with a little bit of magic attack on there. Not perfect, but it's all right. This is the build, all right? Now, I just changed her weapon. I didn't test this weapon yet, but this is the very simple team that we're going to use, okay? It's very simple. You don't need to worry about, maybe some people might see this and think it's a pie in the sky kind of scenario where you're like, hey, this is cool that you can play the game in this way, but how is this ever going to happen in a real map? First of all, you shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. You thought I was crazy, and now here you are eating your words. So we're going to put Magnus over here. Magnus is just going to lower this thing's defense by 8%. I wish it was 12%. I need to level him up, but right now it is 8%. We are having you throw your wand here because that is giving this 12% buff to everybody on the entire map. You don't need to be within 5 tiles. We are using the Homa Bird for 2 reasons. One reason is the attack up 2, that's 20%. The other reason is the move and jump to help her get in range into this specific square right here. That way you're on the side. Then you're going to stand there. Actually, because You just do the physical defense down, right? You don't do the magic defense down. Which one is it? Is this one? You do physical defense down 3. So it's not going to help us here, but it's all right. We got Edda here for that. So we are going to bring in No Will up here, and we are going to give this character vulnerable 3. So if we take a look here now, they currently have vulnerable 3, 30% more damage, and 8% less defense. We're going to stand by. We are going to bring Edda up here. We are going to throw the bottle of liquor. This is a 40% DPS shred. Also lowers their speed, but we don't really care about that. So now if we look at their defense, now they're at 1028 because now they have the 8% and the 40%, and those are, I believe, additive. Next, we are going to use the Guiding Gleam, which gives damage 3. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, here we are. We have, you know what? Now let's finish up what we're doing first. We're going to go ahead and Warhorn this guy. And we are going to give ourselves a Raid Order, which gives us a guaranteed crit when attacking on the side. Very simple setup, very applicable. You can do this in all maps without worrying about it. So let's take a look at the enemy first. He has 632 defense. He has vulnerable 3, Judgment, which is a tarot, 10% more damage, 40% shred, 20% shred, 80% more damage taken, and then another 8%. So pretty low stats overall, and a lot of modifiers to help us do more damage. While Angel has 5,272 magic attack. She has the Ballure buff. She has the move, the jump, 20% attack. She has 30% more damage. The Raid Order buff, the Leader's Aura, the Aggression, increasing her skill damage by 10%. The Banner Aura, giving her 15% more. So let's take a look. Normal attack here, 16,678. But when you use the God-given sanction, you're hitting for 33,000 with a guaranteed crit. Show them all that they are crazy and that they need to eat their words. Angel, deliver retribution. 49,783. That was even better than it was before. Boom. Angel is a DPS character. That's all there is to it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Some things are going to happen here on this map. Okay. Yeah. We'll admit some things are going to happen here. Let's go ahead and do this really quick. Do this. Turn them all into juice. You stand by. You stand by. You stand by. You are going to, you know what? Sorry, do a cry of victory here. Give her the damage up in case she doesn't have it. And then a follow-up hit for another 17,000. Let's go. Another 26,000. She is a DPS god. Okay. Joking aside, our memes are over now, okay? Sorry, hair in my mouth. Is Attack Angel a real thing? No. This is not a viable way to play the character. However, it is literally possible. Why am I doing this? 2 reasons. One, I think it's kind of funny to meme and take this character might be the least inclined to deal damage of any character in the game. They have 1 offensive ability. There might be a couple that are less offensively focused than even her, but not many if there are. This is a dedicated healer, all about healing and buffs. She doesn't even use her trait if you use damage, right? Because she can't give herself her buffs. So this is, it's kind of fun to do a meme build, right? Completely all in on the memes. But also, I think it really does speak to the game in an important sense that it is possible to overcome challenges, and it's kind of possible to do anything you need to do with the right kind of setup and the right kind of team build. Angel can do 50,000 damage in a scenario where you build an entire team around her. And this is one of the least offensively focused characters in the game. So, I mean, that's why like things like recruited guard, right, are so good. They could be really good at tanking. So I think the fact that you can kind of push the game this far with like meme damage characters or like tank the hardest things in the game with like a common unit really says a lot that I like about the game. Yes, they keep releasing new characters with paragraphs of text boxes, but sometimes you just put when you min-max something silly, you could still make a lot of stuff work. And honestly, I think you could genuinely play Angel DPS on your team in maps, like when you're doing the story or you're even doing higher level content, and she would function. Like, she would be able to do her job relatively decently, even without going all in, because 150% is pretty good. So yeah, just having some fun here today. That's all. Anyway, love the game. DPS Angel, someone said that I couldn't do it, and you're crazy. I knew it would work. Anyway, peace out. Much love. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. I'll see you on the flip-flops. Bye.
On the rise, watch the views go up. Content king, never down, always showing up, hitting milestones. The fame never left.